Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EGFH Season 1, Week 1 in Rocket League. Today, we're going to be starting off with a match between the Woodstock Academy's Centaurs and Kaynor Panthers, followed up with a match between the Manchester Esports and, once again, Woodstock Academy's Centaurs. I want to thank our sponsors, the Yukon Gaming Club and the Yukon School of Engineering. My name is Navik, and I'm joined by Flabby Man Alex. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. We are just getting into the lobby. We're getting everyone situated, and then we're going to be getting right into this game. So once both teams have readied up, we'll be getting into it. And we'll run through the rosters real quickly. And so on the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, we have Dan, Crazy MS, and Balzabar playing. And want to introduce our Kaynor Panthers.
Yes, on the side of the Kaynor Panthers, we're going to be seeing Eclipse, Scorched Blaze, and, of course, Young Barcode. So,
And
the
we have people joining up on the team, so we should be getting underway very soon. So, what do you expect to see in this match?
lots of aerials, I hope. Oh, there we go, and the match is going to be starting here with, on the left team, we have the Woodstock Academy, and on the right team, we're running with the Kaynor Panthers. And we're going to see some pretty standard stuff at the moment, both of them trying to fight over for the ball. We're going to see them almost immediately going into the goal. That was very quick from the Woodstock Academy there. The Centaurs managing to find a goal almost instantly.
Yeah.
I was not ready.
Great shot by Dan there. Really hard to get that
Yeah, okay.
Surprising. I mean, they kept the ball on the enemy side of the map there. And
Yeah.
It just looked like Kaynor did not have the necessary defense set up to get it out and clear the ball. So with that'll be a quick lead, and they're already back at the Kaynor side again, almost getting that area.
Yeah, we do see the Kaynor there not managing to defend them off that well. The Centaurs pushing up as much as they can with a lot of really skillful technique coming out from Crazy MS there, managing to control himself in the air and just constantly keep that ball as out of the reach of the Panthers as much as he can.
We do see a huge explosion. We do get a takedown, demolition, and pushing once again towards the Kaynor goal side. And good defense there to keep the ball out, but it just comes.
It does. Yeah, the Centaurs there scoring another goal of 2 goals within the first within the first minute of this 5-minute game. Crazy MS getting a nice little bump there with assistance from Dan, and it does go in whilst the rest of the Panthers were just sitting in their goal. We need to be seeing them probably play a bit more aggressive and try and get the ball away from the goal, obviously. Whilst, I don't know, the coordination on the side of the Centaurs right now just seems to be thriving, whilst the Panthers seem to be lacking a bit behind. But this is, of course, a best-of-5 series, so we can see anything come out as the team comes out, people warming up.
Yeah, exactly. This being the first game of the season, a little bit of warm-up, but I do expect to see some solid teamwork, and as I say that, Crazy MS again.
Alex, what do you think? I want your take on this.
This is potentially dangerous because this guy is supposed to be their defender. Crazy MS is supposed to be their defender. And
well, right now it does not look like he's playing defense. We see him up running down the field as much as he can. With Balzabar now going to look for this pick. He's setting up for his team again and again, but nobody to follow up on it. Dan managing even though he exploded. I was going to say exploded there. That's not a word. But even though he went down there, he is going to be able to get the ball up onto the side of the Panthers again with the rest of his team following up fairly quickly. And it does look like they might be able to get something out of there with the Panthers getting it to the center field once again. But Dan coming in from the side pushes it up. I'm just trying to see something here from the Panthers. And at the moment, Crazy MF knocking the ball as far as he can there. But I don't know, it does get saved by Young Barcode.
Yeah, and, just touching on Crazy MS again, great defense is good offense, right? That's
I
the
mean,
game plan.
that seems to be the way of the Centaurs right now, is they're pushed all the way up the field again. We do see Crazy MS back by the goal, actually playing that defense role, but he pushes up immediately as soon as he gets the boost. Young Barcode looking to stop that in the area, and he does manage to stop Balzabar from setting up there, pushing it back over to the side of the Centaurs.
And Balzabar with another demolition. So right now, I mean, it's a 2v3, but if they can capitalize on this, they can potentially make some quick work and potentially, start trying to tie up the scoreline.
Yeah, and we're going to see Young Barcode looking for something there, but Crazy MS just managing to hit it up high enough so it just hits the crossbar.
Yeah, Balzabar there with a great save, going in the air to try and, keep it on the Kaynor Tech side.
But it's okay, because Dan's there to follow it up, and is Balzabar going to be able to position himself in time? He's not going to be able to, with Scorched Blaze and Balzabar fighting over that ball right now, trying to gain control of it. Both teams just look at one side looking to score that goal, whilst the other one is frantically trying to find anything to get the ball away.
Yeah, the defense just trying to push the ball up, but not able to do it as Dan comes in again, boosting in there to take the goal.
Yeah, if we have a look right now, we see Dan and Crazy MS with both of the two of each of the 4 goals, and Balzabar with 3 assists. So at the moment, it is looking like the Centaurs are. I mean, it isn't looking like the Centaurs are just flat out in a lead. But 2 minutes. It took them 3 minutes to get 4 goals, so maybe the Panthers can do something.
Yeah, and so currently, I'm just assuming that you said you want to see them do something. I'm saying regroup. This is going to be its best of 5 series. It's going to be a lost game here, but just talk about exactly what you need to do to step it up for the next game and kind of what you expect them to do more. Looking in game 2, get more teamwork going. Better passes, more aerials, and then I'd say also the defense to just be on top of getting the ball on the other side of the court.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing right now, is that if we were to actually look at the stats, which we're not able to do, the ball positioning is probably going to be about a 70 to 30 split on each side of the court. Of course, 70% being spent on the Panthers side. But it does look like they're going to be able to set up for something, but it was saved by Dan here. They're just on it. The Centaurs right now are just on the ball, but they do somewhat leave it open with Crazy MF managing to push it forward. And that might actually just go... No.
Yeah, almost there, taking another goal for Crazy MS. I mean, we talked about him being on the defense. Now he's kind of playing that more traditional defender role, and he does let one get by. But with the ball up in the air, this is a great opportunity to get a goal.
As the aerials are missed, and there you go. Scorched Blaze managing to get the pick there from Panther. That was very unfortunate. We're going to see in the replay here, Dan tries to save it with the aerial there, but manages just goes straight past the ball. Young Barcode also missing it, but Scorched Blaze managing there to just secure that. Yeah. And we are going to bring it. That's going to bring it to 4-1. They have 33 seconds to get they have 33 seconds to get 3 more goals.
Yeah,
and
that's okay though, because they scored one. They started to get together. Yeah, it was at the cost of Dan and missing the aerial, but that is good. For the
it is, yes, 100%. It's gonna hopefully revitalize them a little bit there from it not being a 4-0 defeat, and it means, like I was saying, this is a best of 5 series, so they still have another minimum of 2 games to play out. And anything can happen. But the ball's still in the air. The game doesn't end until the ball touches that ground, so we might see this go on for a little bit longer, with both teams just fighting to try and get something. And Young Barcode manages to miss the aerial, and it does touch the ground as all the teams drop it. The first point going to the the Woodstock Academy Centaurs here. And honestly, Crazy MS win and Dan going in with so many setups from Balzabar.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. I gotta say, I kind of expected some really good teamwork out of the Woodstock Academy Centaurs, as they are. All 3 of their players are champion, level skill, and so going against a plat level team, you're gonna have the skill differential, but it was just, even like we talked about, like Crazy MS, the defenders coming out making really good aerial plays, and then it was like they were all coordinated in how they wanted to set up and get everything going to, kind of have everyone contribute at good times.
Yeah, they kind of took the momentum right at the start of the match and just carried it with them until the very end.
Yeah, and with that, we are going to be getting into game number 2 between the Centaurs and the Panthers, excuse me. And so with that, just stay tuned and we'll be hopping right in.
We're starting here now with the second match, once again with the Centaurs playing against the Panthers, and we're going to see something interesting with the Panthers immediately taking ball control, but Dan pushed up behind everybody out here to try and set up into the corner to push it in for Bowserbar, but they're not going to be able to get the goal. It was saved there by Scorched Blaze, but again, the pressure coming out from the Centaurs, just keeping the ball on their side of the court as much as they can here, not giving much room to work with, especially when Eclipse and Eclipse and Young Bar are just pushing around to try and look for the boost and leaving it in a 1v3 situation.
Yeah, I mean, if you notice there, Crazy MS, we talked about him kind of hanging back, and he was doing exactly what he did the first game. Both Bowserbar and Dan were up there trying to create the shot, and he just came in at the very end. He was a little bit too hard on it, so it went right over the goal, but that's the kind of play we've seen from him the entire game.
And exactly what you were just saying there, if you actually rewatch this, Bowserbar misses the initial touch, but manages to recover it here just so Dan could set up and score that goal.
Yeah, great angle as well, and almost being able to push it up and over it. Maybe he was just a
Eclipse.
earlier.
Eclipse trying there as much as he could to get it out, but it just wasn't quick enough. And again, Bowserbar running in there, managing to get the ball on the side of the Panthers pretty much immediately.
Young Barcode winning the aerial, but then not being able to control it with his team, and it just goes right back into.
Yeah, and it's not looking good. Or Eclipse managing just to hop it over Crazy MS there, but they aren't going to be able to get that goal. And Bowserbar getting a lovely shot on there, the aerial being saved there by Young Barcode.
Being saved and almost once again just like so close to these goals. They're just like setting up perfectly. I think that if the Kaynor Tech Panthers do a better job of clearing versus just kind of like defending up, it almost sets up another shot for the Centaurs to take.
Yeah, what we're seeing from the Centaurs is excellent like aerial movements here, and managing to set up shot after shot, no matter who's trying to take them.
Yeah. So I have to say though, 3 minutes in and only 1 goal, they are doing a better job of defense and like figuring out how they want to work together to defend this really, really aggressive Centaur attack.
Yeah, but you know, you said 3 minutes in, and it is actually going to be a few minutes in there, not managing to find that second goal there. It looked very promising, but the Kaynor Tech Panthers managing to stop it. But I may be about to eat my words.
Yeah, Bowserbar almost making that goal, and then looks like they're trying to go on the offense there, but looks like trying to just fall back, play a little defense, and then regroup to get a 3-man coordinated attack.
Yeah, the ball being passed to Scorched Blaze there, getting it by Bowserbar again. The setup coming up, Crazy MS looking for it, but it does get stopped there by Scorched Blaze. And just running it up the field now. We see them looking for the boost there in the back. Eclipse trying to contest this with Bowserbar, but Dan's going to go in. Scorched Blaze missing the defense here. A shot coming out, hitting the sidebar.
Yeah, multiple really good shots.
Oh, and this might be Bowserbar's moment to get a goal. And that's going to be the first goal for Bowserbar this set. And it was nice. It was a nice goal.
Yeah, really great. Off his own pass. Great touch.
Yeah.
Just going after it and then scoring. Like light touch, wasn't too hard, so that it flew too far away. But great recognition as well that he had the opportunity to.
He spotted it and then used all that he could by his one-man car.
Exactly. And as you see, 2 minutes left. You know, it is 2-0 right now, and the Woodstock Academy Centaurs are up 1 game to nothing. So, you know, Panthers are going to need to turn this around pretty quickly if they want to see, you know, they want to stay relevant to this series.
Yeah, Eclipse then trying to run it down the field as best he could, but his teammate was taken out, of course, by the Centaurs. The pick coming out here with Bowserbar looking once again to get on top of that, but just not managing to be able to.
Blaze with another demolition. They can take advantage of this.
Apparently, yeah. Scorched Blaze now looking to get it up onto the side of the Panthers here with Eclipse looking for the setup. The goal is going to be possible, and he does manage to just get it there, and that's what we want to see. We want to see a bit more teamwork there, a bit more setup with Scorch there setting it up to be in the center of the goal and Eclipse following up on it. All 3 of the Centaurs completely missing the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they just kind of be more aggressive, they need to kind of just have the confidence to go in there and go after it. Like, they all kind of push up, but yeah, they're going to probably fall behind on some setups where, you know, they misread the ball and then they don't have as many people on defense. But if they're more aggressive, they can probably tie up the score really easily. Because right there, it shows pretty easily that they have what it takes to, hang with these guys. Take back everything I just said.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate coming from the side of the Panthers there. I do believe that Scorched accidentally, no, Eclipse, absolutely, whilst trying to save it, accidentally set the ball up and gave the Centaurs a go.
Oh man, I've definitely been there on the opposite side of that. I know exactly what Eclipse is feeling. Plenty of games where I accidentally hit it in. Teammates not too happy all the time.
It happens to the best of us, Alex. It happens to the best of us. And we're going to see Bazahar once again trying to set it up with the follow-up on Crazy. And then Dan right behind Dan managing to not hit the ball there as Eclipse managing to just get it around him. And this corner shot coming out from Eclipse there, it's going to be completely denied, but they're going to be trying to run down the field here to save their own goal, but they're not going to have enough boost to catch up to it. And that's another goal for the Centaurs.
Yeah, just really, really great play from them, Almost, they tried to, clear it right there, but then they just left it wide open for Crazy MS to just walk straight down and just pop it in.
Yep. And once again, we're going to see Bazavar actually giving them the ball just to be set up by Crazy MS again with that little fadeaway there. That was a nice little touch. You can see clear communication coming out from the Centaurs. They're prepping for certain things. They know what they're doing here with Dan managing to maneuver around Eclipse there with the setup on Bowser 10 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah,
it's
really
not looking good.
As well.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the Panthers.
Almost trying to score there, but with this, it's just ball's just going to touch the floor, and then that's going to be game. Even if it does score, I don't believe that they're going to have the time to, get in there and make another one happen.
Yeah.
And so with that is going to be a 2-0 lead for the Centaurs over the Panthers. And we're going to be taking it to a game number 3. We're going to see if the Panthers can come back and, really, they had moments where they showed their ability to work together, be really aggressive. And, if and when the Centaurs kind of miss some of their defensive aerials and their clears, they have the ability to, put the ball in the net. So I want to see more of that coming forward in game number 3. This is kind of a do or die match anyway, so let's just, put it all out there. Try your best and really work hard to get these goals going in.
Yeah, exactly. Like you were just saying, putting the ball into the net is the most important thing. So let's see it happening some more from the Panthers.
Yeah, so I am looking forward to it. We're going to be starting our next match just in a few seconds. And so thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back with game number 3 very soon.
And we're going into game number 3 now, once again with the Woodstock Academy Centaurs against the Kaynor Tech Panthers. And the Centaurs are up 2 games right now. We're going to see if the Panthers here can bring it back. And we kind of hope we do, I'd like to see a few more games coming out of this set. It is a best of 5. And we're going to get into it with, of course, Young Barcode and Eclipse trying to get the ball away from Dan with Bowser Bar trying to push it in once again, get that ball into that net. And they're just playing this corner. They've favored this corner quite a bit. If you haven't noticed, with all of their setups, Bazavar has always gone just to the left corner, which is, I think, quite interesting because you can clearly see a favorite,
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. I do want to mention something. I'm really happy that at the very beginning, it was mostly on the Centaur side, which is something we've never seen at the start of a match, even though it did get pushed back. But I like to see that aggression coming out of them, and we're going to see if they can get that goal scored by Balzabar. Super close, but just misses it.
Yeah, Young Barcode looking to steal the ball there, but Balzabar and Dan communicating, just weaving this ball back and forth between all of the Panther members.
And doing, for that original setup, exactly what you talked about, favoring that left side to try and, get the aerial attack going.
Yeah, and it's something to take note of, especially when you plan on playing against this team again at some point,
And they'll definitely be playing again.
Yeah, You know, and Bazzabar pretty much being a one-man army when he's by himself up there. Like I was saying, the aerial movement right now is fantastic, and they're able to capitalize on each and every ball hit, essentially.
Yeah, doing a really good job of setting up, and even when the Panthers are trying to defend, usually the Centaurs will also be able to try and get like a quick touch on it just to kind of recenter it right back in front of the net for another shot at the goal.
Yeah, it's just again, the Centaurs seem to be everywhere they need to be in these situations.
It is only 1-0 though, so the Panthers have a great opportunity to turn this around if they can get the ball out of their side of the net.
You may be about to eat those words as it goes to 2-0 for the Centaurs there with, I believe that was an own goal coming out from Eclipse.
Again, is this the second Cast Curse with the second Eclipse own goal?
Oh, no, it was Young Barcode. It's okay.
Just passing it around, I see.
Yeah. So next up is Scorched.
Or Crazy MS, you know, we never know what we're gonna see.
Oh, the goal is completely open for Bowserbar though. He seemed to stop there, letting the rest of the Panthers just readjust and maybe fix their mistake. With Dan with some beautiful movements in the air there. And bouncing it off of Eclipse into the goal. This man understands geometry because this was fantastic.
Geometry, physics, and now that wasn't really an own goal by Eclipse. That was just an amazing play by Dan to put that goal in.
Yeah, that was... you know what? That was probably pure accident, but these guys have been playing so well. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and that's another goal to Bowserbar, bringing it to 4-0 with 3 minutes left on the clock.
Man, it was at 3 minutes and like 40 seconds, it was 1-0, and I talked about how this is the chance for them to tie it up. But Caster Curse strikes, and it's back to 4-0. But, you know, still plenty of time. You know, if they scored 4 goals in that amount of time, you can see 4 goals coming out the other side as well.
Yeah, and then we see the Panthers' Young Barcode not letting Crazy MS get another free goal by running it straight down the middle. And they're able to actually put some pressure onto the team here with the ball being right next to the goal. Eclipse and Young Barcode looking to set up there, but they're not going to be able to find it with Dan once again with these aerial maneuvers just managing to just chip it past everybody. Crazy MF running it down the right corner here. He's going to look to try and set it up for Bowserbar, but Scorched Blaze... Oh, no, there we go. Young Barcode there intercepting the ball and managing to maybe put a flaw into their plan, but they just get it back so quickly. And whenever I say it's running down the other field, it's straight back onto the side of the Panthers.
Yeah, Dan or Crazy MS do a really good job to make sure that one of them are always back there for the ball coming there, and then they just keep bopping it right back, and then they all come on really aggressive to try and make a goal happen.
Yeah, you know, I mean, this game is mostly bit bobbity boops, and we are going to see Bowserbar there trying to look for something sneak in between everybody else. And Young Scorch managing to run it down the field practically by himself. They're not going to be able to cut it out in time, but it doesn't actually go in the goal. It hits the sidebar.
And Eclipse almost is able to boost up to get like a straight-on goal attempt, but just is too slow to get there in time.
Yeah, and we see Crazy MS setting up for Bowserbar, but Bowserbar manages to miss it, which gives the side of the Panthers a chance. They don't have the boost to catch up in time, and the ball just... They keep getting so close, and it's just inches away from being a point.
Yeah, but I have to say, they're doing a better job of getting that clear off. Even though they don't have the boost to follow it up, it is better to send it to the other side.
That's a lovely shot, but quickly intercepted by Bowserbar, and he is going to capitalize on that as much as he can, getting it point center into the air with Dan setting up, but the ball was too low at the time. Crazy MFs with the follow-up. They're trying, like, the Panthers, this might be a case of them working their issues out a bit too late, as it is the third game of the set, and they are 4-0, which isn't looking too good for them.
True, it is the third game of the set, but remember, this is just the first series of the entire season, so, you know, I understand maybe some jitters, maybe they just got home, but they're going to be able to go back with this and kind of practice some different teamwork, some different looks, you know, practice their aerials on defense and kind of work more together to figure out what was working and what didn't work.
Exactly, like you were saying, first game of the season, first week, and we've got plenty more Rocket League to come through in this series.
Great aerial by Bowserbar, and it sets it up for Dan. Almost hits that shot to send it to a 5-0, but they're still going for it as we only have 10 seconds left.
Yeah, Crazy MS, they're looking for something. They may even... I would be very impressed to see a goal from either team right now. on this last second without the ball touching the ground. But that's going to be the first set of the series going to the Woodstock Centaur, or sorry, the Woodstock Academy Centaurs.
Yeah, and so they're going to take that 3-0 over the Kaynor Tech Panthers. Great job by both squads. I do have to shout out especially, I think Balzabarb's and Dan's aerials were absolutely fantastic. They set each other up so well throughout that entire kind of all three that entire series. Each game they were going really well back and forth, and the first game was a bit of a fluke, as I talked about, with Crazy MS mostly playing on defense, less goal scoring in the last last two games than the first one. So
Yeah, but they were good games nonetheless, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Kaynor Tech Panthers pull it together a bit more and see them later in this series.
yeah, and so with that, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because coming up real soon, we're going to have Woodstock Academy Centaurs versus Manchester's Esports. So stay tuned, and we'll be back.